like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B. Just before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Twitter, TikTok, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos. Hit that notification bell by the subscribe button. Let's get it popping. All right, man. Y'all know the drill. Before y'all enter this house, wipe your feet. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Get the comments out there so nobody misses out on this great content. Notifications go out. Like I said, hit the notification bell to get our updated content so you do not miss any live shows as well as any updated work that me and my partner Rick put out. But let's get into it. I made a video earlier today regarding the situation with Andrew Wiggins and Steph Curry on the Golden State Warriors. You guys know the Warriors took a 3-2 lead yesterday over the Boston Celtics. And really, honestly, these have been the two best players on the Golden State Warriors. And there's been not only talks, with the Warriors being up 3-2 in the series, there's also talk of people saying that there's Andrew Wiggins have a chance to possibly be the MVP for the finals. Now, even though I did a video today, I actually want to give the opportunity to people on the panel, my subscribers and people I love so much, to get on here and share their piece of what they think about this situation of Andrew Wiggins being a MVP candidate for the Finals MVP. Now, when I was asked this question, I asked, myself, should Andrew Wiggins get the MVP? Does he have a chance to get it this year? I said the answer is no. I said the answer is no, flat out no. I didn't give it a chance. I didn't give it an opportunity. I don't give it any breathing room for them to try to take the MVP away from Steph Curry and give it to Andrew Wiggins for a number of reasons. Okay, I'm gonna go through a few of these, reasons why they're not gonna give it to Steph Curry or Andrew Wiggins over Steph Curry. Number one is narratives. That's the big one, narratives. If you look at history, if you look at situation by situation, it's not only just about what you see with your eyes. Okay, narratives are about a story. Everything is a story. The season's a story. Everything, the playoffs, the finals is an NBA. It's a story. People like to see storylines. People like to see drama. People like to see successful for great players to reach their pinnacle. Okay, Steph Curry's an all-time great player. Top 10, top 15, however you want to rank him. He's an all-time great player. And people want to see Steph Curry succeed. Andrew Wiggins is a very, very, very good player, very versatile player. Can play both ways of the ball. Of course, he's number one pick in the draft. Has a lot of promise, a lot of upside to his team. He's found a home with the Golden State Warriors. Right? Ms. Davis, how you doing? How you doing, Ms. Davis? Welcome to the show. Basically, like I said, if we look at just the narrative of Steph Curry getting the MVP will be better than the narrative of Andrew Wiggins for a number of reasons. For number one, Steph Curry, if y'all haven't noticed, has been in the all-time 10 greatest players list talk. That if he wins the Finals MVP, the only thing that's missing from his resume, then they can sit up there and have this discussion in the offseason about Steph Curry being in the top 10. Now, whether you believe it or not, it will be a discussion nonetheless if Steph Curry's a top 10 player. Okay? And also, that's not just, something that is going to be discussed. It's going to be something of a storyline. That's something that's going to sell. Okay, people they're going to be paying money for reading newspapers, reading news articles to pick up things. A lot of coverage online and coverage on the television. A lot of people are going to be tuning in to the subject if Steph Curry's a top 10 player with the NBA Finals MVP. It's a business, man. Everything comes down to being a business, not just a sport. You know what I mean? So if we have to be honest with ourselves, Andrew Wiggins, yes, is a good player. He's been playing well, but the narrative of Steph Curry winning the MVP is just more lucrative for the public. That's just the bottom line. Okay? I believe Steph is going to win it. Yep, I believe it too, Mrs. Davis. Another thing, if we look at the history, y'all know the history is my favorite subject in school. I'm just going through a few simple rundowns of situations that are similar to this. If we go back to, prior MVPs, in the finals MVPs, let's look at Shaquille O'Neal, who won the MVP back in 2000. Understand the finals is not about one game, because I'm hearing a lot of people who are supporting Andrew Wiggins being the finals MVP that they're just going off of yesterday's game, not understanding that before the finals, before even yesterday, Andrew Wiggins was the fifth place for the MVP ladder. He was fifth in the MVP ladder just 2 days ago. Y'all can see the screen right there. Steph Curry's on top. There's then Jason Tatum, then Jaylen Brown, then Al Horford, then Andrew Wiggins. Okay, that was the ladder just 2 days ago. So you mean to tell me after 2 days, you're ready to jumpstart and put Andrew Wiggins right next to Steph Curry? I don't think so. Okay, Andrew Wiggins has been playing solid up since game 4 and game 5. The first two games were very mediocre to average. The third game was solid. And then the fourth game, of course, he had like a double-double. But even with that fourth game, Steph Curry's performance, 43-point game performance and 10-rebound game point performance, outshine that. So the only thing that you can really look at is game 5 to make somewhat of a case, and that's just not a big enough case to put Andrew Wiggins near Steph Curry. I also hear people saying that he's the second best player on the team. Yeah, that's true. He is. But it doesn't change the fact that it's still a noticeable gap between Steph Curry and Andrew Wiggins, even if you want to put him number 2. And I'm just noticing people are trying to find strikes against Steph Curry for whatever reason, and it just doesn't add up. We just gotta be honest. Steph Curry, before game 4, people were saying, he can't do it by himself. He needs help. And now all of a sudden, all that seemed to went away to the point where now Andrew Wiggins is nipping on Steph Curry's heels. Okay, that doesn't add up to me. But let's go back to my point. Shaquille O'Neal was the best player on that 2000 NBA Finals team. How do I know that? I'm from California. I was here for the LA three-peat. I know about the storylines. I know about everything that went on with that team. Shaquille O'Neal was the best player on that team. And Kobe Bryant would even say that because Shaq was in his prime. Kobe Bryant was still 21 years old, trying to find himself into the league. He was one of the great young players, but he was not yet a superstar. He was actually going to be a superstar like in 2001 the next year. But this is in 2000. Shaq won the MVP, but there was a particular game in game 4 where Shaq fouled out. Everybody knows Shaq, he had a tendency either fouling out or missing free throws, and then Kobe Bryant would come in towards the end and, hit the big shots or, take advantage at the end. Okay? But what people are just missing, they're thinking that one game solidifies you win the MVP, even though your co-star, your co-player, the best player on the team has been having a complete better series. Okay, and that's called lowering the bar for one person and hiring it for another. Anybody with eyes could see that Shaq was the MVP of that finals. Just because you have one good game, which Kobe did in game 4, where he showed out in the fourth quarter, doesn't put him over Shaquille O'Neal. Not in that situation. Okay, let's go to 2009. Kobe Bryant was the MVP, or 2010. Now, people want to sit up here and say that Metta World Peace somehow was the MVP of that series. Okay? And shout out to Metta World Peace for, Metta World Peace for being a big part to that LA Lakers championship team. Okay, big shout out to Metta World Peace. But everybody understands in 2010, the NBA Finals against the Boston Celtics, who was the best player on that team? It was Kobe Bryant. Okay, people want to say that Metta World Peace was right there with Kobe because he had one win. He had one game-winning layup where Kobe missed a shot and Ron Artest got the rebound. And then in Game 7, when Ron Artest hit a three-point shot, then that somehow solidifies him as being over Kobe Bryant, who was the best player from Games 1 through 6 against Boston. And Metta World Peace would even tell you that. Okay, so again, we're trying to lower the bar for one person and higher it for another, which I think is whack. All because you don't like somebody. And like I said, I love Metta World Peace. That's me and him right there. All respect to Metta World Peace. But we got to be honest, man. Like, In that 2010 finals, Kobe Bryant was the best player in that series, and it was going to go to him. Right? He shot 6 for 24 in Game 7, but he also had 15 rebounds, as well as he was responsible for playing tough defense on Ray Allen. But people don't look at the full game. They just look at, a box score, look at this, the sheet, or listen to like a sports analyst, and they want to make that the entire discussion. Okay? That doesn't work for me. He been the best player of the series because he had an okay game, right? That don't mean he deserved it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is Davis like they're trying to find ways to discredit Steph Curry for whatever reason. And there's a lot of people I've noticed that don't like Steph Curry for whatever reason, jealousy or they don't like the Warriors. I mean, I understand you have your favorite team, but you gotta give credit where credit's due. I mean, Steph has been the best player throughout this series. Period. Okay. Let me give y'all one more example. Then we can let y'all in. I think the biggest reason why people are making this so much of a big deal is because they look at 2015 with Andre Iguodala. Okay, Andre Iguodala won the MVP back in 2015 with the Golden State Warriors when they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, now people gotta understand it's a different situation between what's happening right now and what happened in 2015. Okay, because this is the thing that we gotta understand. Steph Curry, number one, is 7 years older from that time. The reason why they had no problem giving it to Andre Iguodala over Steph Curry is because number one, they were talking about Iguodala guarding LeBron James. That's the reason why he got the MVP, and they ended up winning that game in Game 4 when they made that adjustment. But if you look at Iguodala's stats, his stats were not eye popping. It wasn't even better than Wiggins' stats right now. But again, they gave it to Iguodala because he was guarding LeBron James. But if you go back and look at Steph Curry's statistics, he was the best player in that series, right? But this what goes back to narratives. This goes back to what you want to believe. This goes back to um, how you feel about certain things. Um, Steph Curry again, he he was basically somebody that really, if you look at what happened these last 5 6 games or these last 4 games, he was the best player on the court undisputably. It wasn't until last night that Andrew Wiggins seemed to give a case. So if you look at again back to 2015, Andre Iguodala, you can't compare that to now. There's been people that still talk about this MVP that Iguodala won that like they got it wrong. Trust me, the media, the people, the voters that are voting for this award, they understand what the moment is. They understand that this is the only thing missing from Steph Curry's trophy case that Finals MVP. They are not going to ruin his moment by giving it up again to somebody else. Like I said, the narrative, the stories, the statistics. I mean, Steph Curry is the top dog on this team, as well as Andrew Wiggins after the game yesterday spoke on Steph Curry's leadership, how he's such a great leader for this team. Like they know who the top dog is, no matter how much people want to discredit him in the media, no matter how many fans who do not like him want to discredit him. Steph Curry is the best player on this team, and he's been the best player all series. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all in. I'm gonna drop this link. Anybody want to come in here and cook? I'm gonna go ahead and send the invite right now in the chat, so y'all can come in here if y'all want to, discuss y'all thoughts about the MVP, and we'll just go from there. Because this was crazy. I don't know who the hell thought about this idea, man. Like he somehow Andrew Wiggins just jumped in the MVP discussion. Smooth shot for YT. What's good, man? Salute, 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 my guy. Yeah, so there's the link. Anybody want to come in and cook? We can do that. Do y'all think though that the Warriors have any chance, or the Celtics have any chance of winning this series? Y'all think that the Celtics have any chance of winning this series? Let me put that as a question. Do the Celtics have a chance of winning this series? All right. Yes, yeah. Steph has been the best player in this. That's what I thought. I thought the same thing. It's no debate who the best player is. I don't know. I don't know what in the world is making people think that this is somewhat of a race. Again, a guy went from number one or went from number five to number two within 2 days. When has that ever happened? That's never happened in sports history, in NBA history in the finals. For somebody to be that far off just 2 days ago to just rise up next to the MVP front runner, which is Steph Curry. I mean, we were just saying Steph Curry needed help. It doesn't even feel like more than 3-4 days ago. Now Andrew Wiggins is nipping off of Steph Curry's heels. So Ms. Davis said the Warriors are going to wrap this up on Thursday. Yeah, they probably are, because y'all got to realize something. You got to think, let's say that the Warriors lose on Thursday. Now the Celtics are going to Game 7 with they're going in there with no pressure, because the pressure's on Golden State to win, because they're going to be the ones with the demons in their heads. They're going to be the ones with the things that happened back in 2016 running through their mind. They're going to have the pressure to get it done. So that's why I say it's going to be more pressure on the Warriors if they get to Game 7. So I don't think they want to feel that. I think they want to go ahead and try to close them out in Game 6. They're not going to want to try to. They don't want to try to deal with beating this Boston, because don't get it twisted. Boston is a talented team. They are they're a strong team. And if you give them any breathing room or any belief, they're gonna feel like they can come out. They're not gonna have nothing to lose. Tatum and Brown, they got at least 10 great years to play. They're gonna be 33 in about 10 years, so they got at least 10 great years to play. Smooth Shot 4YT said the Warriors saved Wiggins' career. The perception of him, he lucky he had no drive, no more from ISIS, no fire. That's another thing. Yeah, that's another thing. Wiggins, before he was on Golden State, this is why having like a team like Golden State, this is what Steph Curry comes in as well. People don't understand how much Steph Curry allows his teammates to shine. For him to step to the side with Kevin Durant and let Kevin Durant be him and let him come in, it shows that Steph Curry has a lot of security within himself. What's up, Jordan? Salute. Steph has allowed his teammates to, be successful. Whether it's Clay, Clay more so took part of it. But Jordan Poole, he allowed Jordan Poole to be somewhat of a big time player for his team. Kevin Durant, he allowed Kevin Durant to come into his home. Even though he beat him the year before in the playoffs, he allowed him to come in his home and be the best player. And the people don't like to mention that. They forget. For somebody to say that they're just hands down better than you, you beat them the year before. I'm talking about Steph Curry, beat KD the year before. But people just want to say that KD just head and shoulders is better than Steph Curry. Right? I mean, if you're a Curry fan, you can really make a lot of KD fans look dumb, especially now, because it looks very bad for him. I mean, you're talking about a team in Brooklyn who don't even have no real identity right now. You don't know what's going to happen with that team. But the Warriors, with this team led by Steph Curry, they look like they're going to be a problem for the next 2-3 seasons. Steph Curry still playing at a high level at 34 years old. Come on, man. This is why I say, what's destined for you is destined for you. Steph Curry was, humble enough to give his team to Kevin Durant, and Kevin Durant chose to leave. Chose to leave the team that, helped build him up, welcomed him with open arms. Steph Curry, the co-star who was like allowing, Kevin Durant to be successful, and you just go up and leave. Smooth shot for YT said Steph and Dirk and Duncan might be the only superstars I see that let other teams shine like that on that level. You're right. Yeah. Same thing with Dirk. Steph, Dirk, and Tim Duncan. I think Tim Duncan is one of the greatest leaders of all time. To be honest with you, I think he's one of the greatest leaders of all time. And Steph is just right there. His aura, how he lets players, he can play off anybody because how his playing style is. It's easy to play with him. Like think about it. Everybody that goes to Golden State seems to reamp their career. You go back to 2015, Harrison Barnes, right? And Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston, who else? Andrew Bogut. Look at Draymond Green. Draymond Green, where else? If he was somewhere else, where would he be at? What would happen to Draymond if he was somewhere else? Otto Porter, Andrew Wiggins, all these guys that come with the Warriors who somehow wouldn't be great that nowhere else. They seem to they look like an all-star with Golden State. Andrew Wiggins making an all-star team this year. Right? Jordan said, where do you rank KD all time? I got KD number 13. What up, Bubba?
What's up, bro?
What's good with you, man? I had to do this live, man, because this is crazy. We were talking about this. We were talking about this last night.
Right. And I brought it up. I said, I was just trolling in the Golden State's Instagram page. And the Curry fans were cooking me, but I mean, if you've really watched this series, you know what I'm saying. Steph Curry has been the best player so far on both teams. You know, even though he had an off game last night. Was it last night?
Yeah, last night.
Yeah, he had an off game last night, but he's still been the best player in this series so far, you know. Now, I'm not saying Andrew Wiggins has not been. I mean, he's been efficient, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing his role, you know, scoring when he has to. You know what I'm saying? He bailed the Warriors out last night, you know. Now, if Steph Curry has 2 bad games
and
Andrew Wiggins plays better, I mean, people could make an argument for him, but I don't see Steph Curry playing 2 bad games in the finals, you know.
Yeah, I don't see it. And you know how I know it's kind of like it's weird because people they put, like you just said, they'll put the scenario out if Steph Curry plays bad. They put that out there like how about what if Andrew Wiggins plays bad?
Plays bad, yeah.
Then what? If Andrew Wiggins played bad. What if Steph Curry goes out there and has like 25, 30 points and Wiggins has like, say, 15, 20? Because it ain't like he shot, I think he went 0 for 6 from 3 yesterday.
Yeah, he didn't make any 3-pointer. Yep.
So it ain't like, you know, he had a magnificent, like the game 4 performance where Steph Curry won him the MVP. Like Bruce said last night, game 4, that's what won him the MVP.
Right.
You can't retrace that and replay that, rewind that. So I was listening to somebody's podcast earlier today, and I'm like, man, y'all really are trying to take away this man's MVP. Like, goodness, this is the only thing that's keeping him from winning, or keeping him from the only thing he's missing finals. Yeah,
right, missing on his resume. Yep.
Celtics is going to win next game. Everyone knows that. NBA wants significance. Here's my thing about that. I don't think it's about that anymore because think about it. They've made enough money where it's like it ain't like it's a sweep. It ain't like it's 5 games. It's gonna be a 6 game series. So it's like money has been made already. So it ain't like they have to have a 7 game. They're
But
gonna.
don't
I
you
think,
think? But don't
go
you
ahead.
think like maybe they want extra money? Because a game 7, that's a crowd right there. 17 plus thousand. You know.
I mean, it could. I mean, you can. Yeah, it can be greed, but I'm like, it's not like they're missing out on money. Like it's not like they don't have any money to go to. They don't have any real it's just it's been bad, it's been sweep. There's only been one sweep this entire playoffs, and that was the Brooklyn
The
series.
Brooklyn series, yep.
Ain't been a sweep, so they've made plenty of money. I mean,
I mean, they have, yep. And about 3, 4 game 7s. Yeah.
yeah, man. So if y'all want to come in, there's the link. But it for like I said, if Steph,
But
go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead.
If Steph goes out there and scores 20, 25 points, that would be enough. Probably like 7 rebounds, like 5 assists from like 45, 50% shooting. Like, and they win tomorrow, then that would be enough. That would be enough.
Yeah.
So,
But I feel like people try to give Wiggins the Finals MVP because of his defense on Tatum. Like they try to make a comparison that Kawhi won Finals MVP in 2014 mainly because of his defense on LeBron.
it's true. And that's a very good point. But here's the thing about that. There ain't no LeBrons on this team.
Right.
So, I mean, Jason Tatum is Jason Tatum. I mean, last time I checked, and I talked about this on one of my lives about a week ago. How many games has Tatum shot the ball bad from the field? Like
A lot.
like 3 for 17s and 4 for 18s and 5 for 19s, just bad. So if you're gonna give Wiggins credit for that, you gotta give those other guys credit for shutting them down. PJ Tucker, Drew Holiday, guys have made him shoot the ball bad from the field.
Yeah.
But so it's more so Tatum being bad with his shot selection while he's shooting bad from the field. So I don't even give Wiggins 100% credit on that. He locks himself up.
Yeah.
Like Bruce has just said, the defense on Tatum is his bricks and turn. Yeah, the problem with Tatum is he does not shoot good shots. Step back threes, long twos, side step twos.
Yeah.
That's what
Those
makes him inefficient.
and those fadeaway turnaround shots, like tough shots.
You know what I mean? That's just you can't. I don't understand. Like he forgets he's 6'9". So I think this summer they need to work on more attack moves. They need to work going to the gym and work on more attack moves. Like I would like more Jason Tatum to be more of a Kawhi Leonard type. I'm talking about with him handling the ball because his shot selection. I just don't like his shot selection. I think
Yeah.
Kawhi would be a person he can study closely and get more efficient. And I
Yeah.
think Jaylen Brown can study like a guy like Paul George.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
yeah, his shot selection needs to improve. I mean, you got at least, master that 15, 20 foot. You don't have to shoot long twos, bro. That just
Yeah.
don't make sense. What are you gonna say?
Now I was gonna say, we all agree with Tatum's shot selection. It needs to improve, but
Yeah.
it's unfortunate that it's too late right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he can make an adjustment to it at this point. Probably next season in the off season.
Yeah, he gonna have to wait till offseason. That's something that you build throughout the season. That's something that you build in the off season. That's what
Right.
that you know what I mean. So, but somebody like him, he can really exploit that because he got more height. He's 6'9". You know what I'm saying? Him being six foot
Yep.
nine hurts them.
Wait, he's 6'9"? I thought he was 6'7", 6'8".
Who, Tatum?
Yeah.
No, he's 6'9".
Wow.
You don't he's standing to Kevin Durant. He's like pretty much eye level with him.
Mm.
So you know what I'm saying? So it's like there's no reason for him to shoot tough contested shots. I mean, Wiggins is
Right.
what, 6'7"? About so it's like you doing that by yourself. You're not doing that off of pressure. Like you're doing it through yourself.
All right.
Who says Celtics don't have a they don't have a
They
PG.
don't. Yeah.
I heard somebody today say that they might let go of Marcus Smart and get like a point guard. Because if you look at it, they got enough defense where they don't have to have a Marcus Smart. They got
But
guys that
Marcus Smart is the heart of the team, though.
he is, but he makes dumb decisions. So as a point guard, you can't have a guy that makes dumb decisions because now what's happening is they're putting the ball in the hands of Tatum and Brown, which would be fine if they can operate more and get to the basket and take higher quality shots. But that's the difference between them and Kawhi and PG. Like Kawhi, he can be efficient from the field and take advantage of his matchup. Same thing with PG. Tatum and Brown, they're not there yet, so they need a point guard to set them up.
Yeah. Wait, don't you think Derek White could play that role?
Depends who's guarding them. They need like a legit point guard. They need a guy who is proven. I would say like they tried it with Dennis Schroeder. They tried it with him, didn't work. They need a guy who has experience at that position. I'm trying to think who would be like a Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
They need somebody like that, or John Wall. Yeah, John Wall. I mean, I would be cool with that. John Wall would be good because I mean, like I said, Marcus is not a point guard. Like I told you, I played against him. He ain't no point guard. He's literally a guy who he's a basketball player who's tough as nails, who plays defense, but he ain't going. He thinks he's better than what he is.
Yeah.
So, Bruce, get in here. Said, why is not a starting point guard? So, but yeah, I don't see I don't see them giving it to Wiggins.
Wiggins, yeah.
I don't see it, bro. It's not going to happen. Yeah, John Wall's just sitting at home. He ain't even signed nowhere, man. Like y'all gotta remember John Wall. Y'all gotta remember John Wall is he's faster than anybody with the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
But those injuries are catching up to him now, and
still fast.
age as well.
Wait, John Wall's what, 31?
32.
What? He's 32?
Yeah, he's either 32 or he's gonna be 32 this year.
I think he'll be 30. I think he's 31. What up, Bruce?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's up, bro?
You see this
Uh, I'm
nonsense?
I don't think John Wall would fit with Celtics. He's
Why
not a
not?
great defender. I don't think he's a good point guard too.
I don't know, but I thought John Wall was.
Mm.
I thought he was a great defender. When Washington, he was a great defender before the injuries.
A great defender.
He was a solid defender. Yeah, he would play defense.
Mm. This guy used to be cooked by Steph Curry a lot.
That's the best player. That's the best point guard in the league, though. I mean, everybody gets cooked by Steph.
And
Yeah, Wall used to
Yeah.
play D, and he's fast with the ball.
you know,
And he was,
if Chris Paul was playing with the Celtics, shh,
yeah, it would be a problem.
Yeah.
You see how Oops him and Robert Williams would get.
A lot.
You know what I'm saying?
They'll
Uh,
turn Boston to Lob City.
what y'all about think about D Rose?
I mean, I think he's a huge part of what the Knicks trying to do. So they're not really gonna let him go.
What if he get on Boston?
no, Derrick Rose was never really a point guard. He was like a more sane Westbrook, or Westbrook is like a on steroid Derrick Rose.
Yeah, yeah. I think he just has a hard time adjusting to today's game because his was all driving to the basket and scoring, not really shooting threes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't see the Celtics win on Thursday. Like I said yesterday, I don't see it.
Mm, yeah, but let me play devil's advocate. What if what if they do win?
They're gonna be so tired when they win because they're gonna put all the emotions. They're gonna spend all the emotions, all their energy. So
Yeah,
Warriors players gonna feed off Chase Sander fans.
yeah, and I don't think that the Celtics really want to go through that plane ride coming back. If
Yeah,
they
that's why I
win,
said they're gonna make plans for vacation.
yeah, they're gonna just win. They're gonna let Golden State win Game 6. They're gonna say we had a good season. We'll be back. We're still young,
Yeah. Mm.
and that's what I think will happen.
They don't have an offense. It's only give the ball to Tatum or Brown and try to drive. If they double team, just kick the ball and shoot a three.
Yeah, your turn, my turn. That's the name of the game. That's the
And
name of the game.
I don't think the Celtics gonna be able to beat Milwaukee next year. They're not gonna be able to beat even Brooklyn next year.
You don't think so?
We're the same Brooklyn team.
No. I mean, Ben Simmons did not play. I think Ben Simmons can guard one of those Tatum or Brown.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely Tatum. He locked Tatum down. Didn't he lock him down like a couple years ago or a year ago?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
haven't played since 2018. So
I know he played defense on Tatum really good. So yeah.
And Miami needs to make some moves. So yeah.
Yeah, I would say they should get a real center and push Bam to the 4.
They need to get Donovan Mitchell down there, either him or Bradley Beal.
But wait, I was thinking Donovan Mitchell is not gonna he's not gonna fit into what Miami doing because Miami's full of 2-way players, and Donovan Mitchell he don't play no D.
I think he can if he wants to. I think he can.
I
With the
think
culture.
Donovan Mitchell has regressed this year. He's worse this year than last year.
I think it's because of the team he's on.
Mm. Okay.
Because Donovan plays no D. I remember in the Dallas series, Dinwiddie drove past him, and the commentator was like, it was like he wasn't even there. He just literally looked at him get to the basket.
Yeah, he won't do that in Miami. That won't fly. He gonna have to play D.
I think he wants to play for the Knicks.
That's not bad too. I mean, his hometown.
He ain't gonna win there. He always go to the Knicks for.
I don't know.
I would think he would want to go to Miami because, like you said, he can win as well as. I would move to Miami.
Okay. But his father works with the Mets. He's from New York,
Yeah.
so you know.
Yeah, but he works out in Miami too, and he was just in he's at this. Him and Jimmy Butler have the same trainer, Chris Brickley.
Oh, I see.
All I know is he can't continuously stay in Utah. Uh, Utah is not. It's not doing nothing for his career. You know,
He's not doing nothing for Utah too.
he led them to the best record last year. They've made the playoffs every year.
But it disappears in big games.
Which games besides which games did he disappear in?
This year against the Clippers last year. I know he was hurt, but come on.
He was the best player the first 2 games.
Wait, against the Clippers, I mean
He
he was
was
scoring.
killing. Yeah, he was killing us.
Yeah.
My
He
my
Game
issue
one,
is
game
he,
one, he went for 45.
he's not a good 3-point shooter, but he keeps shooting those Steph Curry range threes for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would take Donovan Mitchell. If I got a chance to trade Tyler Hero, if you think of it, trade Tyler Hero, Max Strus, a first round pick, and probably Victor Oladipo, and you get Donovan Mitchell. That's an even trade.
No, I
But
think Miami is
but
gonna get rid of Duncan Robinson first before Tyler Hero.
But they're gonna have to give up Tyler Hero. They're not going. Utah is gonna have to give up something for Donovan.
Mm.
Let's see. Rudy Gobert going to be traded before Mitchell gets traded. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Players for Keep said, salute BJ. I'm ready for the Warriors to close the castle on Lucky. Yeah, Warriors in 6. Warriors in 6.
I have a question. That guy who plays, he used to play in Milwaukee, but now he plays in Indiana. Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah.
If he was in the Celtics, wouldn't he be better than play the point guard better than?
yeah, I was about to ask that same question though.
Yeah, I'll take Brogdon
I was gonna say him.
because he's a composed point guard. He's like 6'6".
If I'm the Celtics, I go after him.
Yeah, I like Brogdon.
He's he's
Um,
the he's the kind of player like Drew Holiday. If he's on a great team, you're gonna see how useful he is.
what team is he on now?
The
Pacers.
Pacers.
He's still with the Pacers. Okay.
The Pacers
This,
got decent players, but they're not doing anything.
they got Miles Turner coming back,
Yeah.
so
Even Ricky Rubio would have been better than. He's a better point guard than Smart.
yeah, he don't play no D.
Oh, he has been better. He's a better scorer now.
Okay. I already know said Brogdon is still injury prone.
Marcus Smart is flop prone.
Yeah,
You know,
he is. He do flop. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he
every
flops a
game he
lot.
gives you like 2, 3 flops.
He averaging 2 flops a game.
You know,
Jordan says anyone really scared of the Nets anymore? I don't think people are scared of him right now. Ever since James Harden left.
Yeah. I mean, they need to get rid of Steve Nash.
Yeah, he's hurting them. I would love for them to have like Mark Jackson. Hey, Mark Jackson be a good coach for them.
yeah, but he's gonna be preaching and giving Bible lessons, Bible studies. So nobody wants to hear Bible studies all the time.
Well, they need structure.
Well, if
Yeah,
they
that's
get
the
Mark
problem.
Jackson, Kyrie gonna demand a trade.
That's the problem. They don't have no structure in Brooklyn. That's why they getting knocked out and getting swept. That's what Kevin Durant he needs. He operates on structure. Draymond actually held him accountable. As much as he used to yell at, he actually made him accountable. Like that was the best Kevin Durant we seen. Play
Yeah.
defense, efficient. So
Right.
But Draymond is a big baby, man. He throws tantrums. Come on, man.
he's a
But
big.
Brooklyn,
I'm just saying, like, but KD though, he he got the best out of KD.
Mm. I think a team takes the personality of the best player. Like if the best player lacks structure, they're gonna everybody's gonna follow. Like Tim Duncan, Steph
Mm,
Curry, you know.
yep.
But if your best player is you know, is not does not follow structures, you're gonna be doing the same thing. Like the Celtics, they say Tatum is the best player, so he's been leading. He has made the most turnovers in a playoff seasons of all time. Tatum.
Hmm.
So he's doing a lot of turnovers. So everybody's gonna make turnovers too. So
You
yeah.
already know. Said what's the Clippers starting lineup next year in 6 man? The lineup is Reggie Jackson, Paul George, Kawhi, uh, Marcus Morris, no, Nicholas Batum, and Ivica Zubac. 6 man is probably gonna be Norman Powell. Yeah, that's gonna be a crazy lineup next year.
my issue with Marcus Morris, he's gonna give you like 5 or 6 straight games. He cannot hit a three. So that's my issue with him.
Wonder who's gonna be as the assistant coaches as well. Brian Shaw. Um, yeah, Brian Shaw. I'm gonna predict the Clippers Warriors conference finals next year.
My two teams, my two favorite players against each other.
Kawhi and Steph.
Yep.
Yeah, that's gonna be a. I'll pay to watch that.
Yeah. Watch LeBron try to be on the Warriors. Like I said, you'll see.
Yeah, I think he'll probably do that if they draft Bronny especially. Yeah, he gonna try to do that.
The Lakers need to trade him.
Trade him for a hoop. Well, yo, how crazy would that be if they traded him for Wiggins? If you're talking about Golden State, Wiggins, Poole, and
Wiseman.
Yeah.
If I'm Steph Curry and they do that trade, I ask for a trade.
Yeah, me too. I'll follow a trade for a trade. Bro, that's on the redemption tour next year. Clippers and Nets, my final prediction for next year.
There's
If
no
they
way.
got Steve Nash there,
Okay.
Nets getting bounced in the first round again.
The problem with the Nets is they don't have a leader. That's the problem. They don't have a leader.
Bro, their leader's Kyrie, which he shows up to work whenever he wants to. He takes off when he wants to.
Yeah.
And nobody holds him accountable. So you got Steve Nash, who, he's not gonna say anything. But if you got Mark Jackson there, you know what I'm saying, he'd be in your face.
Yeah, that's what they need. They need a person who isn't accountable.
Right.
KD said on Twitter that the coach is the leader of the team. A player cannot be the leader.
Well, that sums that up, why they got swept.
Yeah, Steve Nash don't hold nobody accountable. I just can imagine they practices what they're like. Said Powell and Covington. Oh, I forgot about Robert Covington. He gonna be big too. From 1 to 10, the Clippers have, in my opinion, the best roster from 1 to 10. I think they got the best player, a top 10 player in PG, and they got multiple two-way players.
Bro, I love Paul George, but he's not a top 10 player.
I don't think we're gonna see the same Warriors roster. So we'll see.
Yeah, they probably make a move or so.
I'm sorry, Steph, but your brother-in-law, he may not be on the team next year, man.
Wait, who's his brother-in-law?
Jordan Lee.
Damian Lee, whatever is it.
Damian Lee, yeah. Yeah, they'll probably get rid of him and Toscano Anderson.
Kioza.
Because really, honestly, this Warrior team is not unbeatable. What's probably going to happen is Klay Thompson gets another year under his belt. He's going to be a year better next year. And GP and Kuminga are going to be big for them next year too.
Yeah, Kuminga is going to be big for them. And I want to see what Wiseman brings to the table.
Yeah, I don't know about him. Because he only played like 4 games in college with Memphis.
Only 4 games?
Yeah.
He
could have come back. It's because his leg is swollen, gotten swollen. So that's why they don't want to take a risk.
Yeah, I gotta see Wiseman how he pans out.
So wait, if Golden State wins the championship, he gets a ring?
He's on the team.
Yeah, he gets a ring.
But he didn't play the whole season.
Yes.
It don't matter. He's on the roster. Everybody, the equipment manager gets the ring. Everybody gets a ring on the
If the
organization.
Celtics won, what's the guy name who they traded mid-season? Oh man, I forgot.
I heard
For
they
the,
said Joe Johnson's gonna get a ring,
Yeah, he's gonna get a ring.
but at least he played though, like 2 minutes.
NS Cantor or Freedom, isn't he getting a ring too?
yeah, he is Cantor.
Wait, he's getting a ring too? I thought he got waived.
Mm.
No, I don't. I thought he would get a ring.
He's never gonna play in the NBA anymore.
Oh no, he done.
Where is he overseas?
He got traded and waived because he's been every day talking about China, 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 China.
Gotta keep
So
your mouth shut.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was gonna ask. Bruce, what
oh,
you? I didn't even ask you about the question about the Wiggins and Steph Curry deal.
uh so all day I'm watching those shows. First Take,
Undisputed.
Undisputed. I even listened to Walt Parker, another Steph hater, tonight.
I told you about Rob, man.
Oh, Wiggins has a shot, Chris. Wiggins has a shot. I told you so.
Yeah.
Curry is not that guy. Really? Because of one game? No, no.
Yeah.
I'm reading articles where they say, "Oh, Wiggins." I was watching Dan Patrick. Wiggins has a good shot. He's number two. He's very close now. He's very close now between Steph and Wiggins. If Steph has a subpar game, Wiggins. So
Where was all this talk 2 days ago?
you know, I mean, the guy had eight assists. You know, pulling all those guys on him, all those Celtics players on him.
Yeah.
You know, I don't get it. A lot of those Wiggins points, I see a lot of them are from Steph Curry assist. So I don't know, man. It's because of the 0 for 9.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. That's the main thing.
But he was good from two, though, right? He wasn't bad from the two.
Yeah.
I think he shot 5 of 14.
Oh.
If the Celtics big gonna keep defending Curry like this, they're gonna be so tired. If you watch the game, you see the Celtics big got really tired defending Steph, like coming up. Every time they do the pick and roll, you see Alfred painting, you see Robert Williams. They bend over. They get so tired, man, if they want to keep defending Steph Curry like this.
Yeah. No doubt. They're gonna. You can't stick with Steph Curry just because it's moving out the ball. That's why Marcus Smart's having such a hard time because he has to chase him all around the court.
A lot of those shots he missed, some of them were wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And wide open.
I don't think they really stopped him. They played better defense. He just missed.
Them shots are gonna go in Boston. He gets open like that, they gonna go in.
You know, and Klay Thompson really believes on the game 6, Klay. And
That's
everybody's
not.
talking about Wiggins. You're gonna see Celtics gonna be like key on him, and then I'm gonna see if he's gonna perform the same way.
Game 6 Clay's not happening in Boston.
Okay. Game 6, say Clay up in OKC. So
Yeah, but I feel like with the game Steph Curry had, he's gonna come out and try to make a statement, which he's gonna take a lot of shots.
Clay Thompson
Maybe.
is gonna hunt a lot of shots too.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess we can all agree that MVP belongs to Steph Curry.
I mean, yeah, of course. But if it goes
Um,
7 and he goes over 9 in those 2 games, then yeah, definitely not him. Which I doubt.
nah. The Warriors players gonna go there and drink champagne at TD Garden. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, they just need to go Mortal Kombat on the Celtics player. Finish them.
Finish them. Yeah. You can't give him no. You can't give him no ability, bro.
I mean, Kendrick Perkins was saying after game 3, the Warriors are over. I told you. I told you the Warriors were over.
Yep. So let's go through some of these comments. Celtics gonna make it to go 7. I don't know. I just don't see the point of it going 7. Even if you talk about just money, like they've made enough money.
Wait, what you mean you don't see the point? They try to win a championship.
No,
Nah,
I'm talking about them pushing this to 7. Like they already got.
Celtics players don't want to get on a plane for 5.5 hours, 6 hours again. Travel across the country. Go
No,
to
you
San
don't.
Francisco.
Mm.
Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, our fellas. Last thoughts about tonight. Any last thoughts?
Let's go Warriors.
Warriors. About you, Bubba.
So let's go Celtics.
Yeah, see, even in your voice, you're really done.
I was about to say that sounded so like you sounded defeated as Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown last night. Like all the air has been sucked out of you.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll see.
it's
Yeah,
okay, man. There's always next year.
not for them.
Nah.
Not for the Celtics. They ain't gonna be here next year. Everybody's gonna be back healthy.
Well, there's always NBA 2K. So
Yeah, maybe you should go play that. They first gotta get Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown gotta get some handles. They need to up that attribute.
yeah, they cannot dribble. I think GP2 and gonna play a lot of minutes, man.
Yeah, GP2. I like GP.
And I hope Looney doesn't get in foul trouble early. You know?
Yeah.
And Draymond Green it will make a 3.
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no. 0 for
And
11? Nah.
he's gonna do the podcast on the floor. You know, in the locker room.
Yeah. You gonna do it on the team bus.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm
Right.
gonna go ahead and shut it down.
All right, bro.
We'll be back on Thursday night.
Yes.
Y'all can be back on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll probably have some champagne, just so don't mind me drinking a little bit.
Yes.
Wait, let me remind you of something though. I don't
What's
know if you
that?
know this. When the Celtics played the Lakers in like this is the Bill Russell era, they had balloons up in the excuse me. They had balloons up in the near the guy wires and thinking that Lakers was gonna win, but Boston shocked their ass, so you never know. They could shock you.
Well,
You might not be able to pop that champagne.
this is the Stephen Curry era. So
Hey, maybe you're right. Maybe they might get some power from Mr. Lucky, the Boston Celtics mascot.
Yeah.
Maybe they might get lucky. I don't know.
well, Steph is gonna step on Mr. Lucky.
He gonna
Yeah,
get injured like Kyrie.
he's gonna shimmy. He's gonna shimmy on the on the Celtics home court.
He's gonna do the night.
Could you imagine how quiet that arena gonna be?
Oh, I will love it.
To be honest, I'm going for Boston to win.
Okay,
Yeah,
we shall see.
there's gonna be some people that lose some money off this game.
You know,
Yeah, I
there's
got
no way
Celtics.
Boston win. There's no way Celtics win.
We'll see.
All right, I'll talk to y'all on Thursday.
All right, later.
All right, bro. Later.
Later. That concludes another show of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. We appreciate y'all coming in. Shout out to all the subscribers. Miss Davis, you already know. Shout out for YT, Bruce, my man Bubba. My little bro plays for keeps. You know what I'm saying? Gang Adar. Everybody comes into the chat. We really appreciate your time. Definitely appreciate y'all. Anytime y'all want to come in, just click the link, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's not a big deal. Y'all part of the family. Y'all can come in here and jump in and talk basketball with us. It's no big deal. So with all we respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up, peace. I like swimwear.